This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday. We are ready to get after it and ready to kick off the week. If you guys feel the same way, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on in this beautiful space that concerns Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the world at large. If you guys are feeling the vibe, say good morning to me as well as you guys are checking out our three amazing sponsors, Cake Wallet, Market Cipher, links in the live chat and in the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off. And then you have beautiful eToro. Links are in the live chat in the description too. Get 10 bucks on them. Guys, we are so ready for this chat. I see everyone's popping off in here. But firstly, we had some super chats pre-show, so shout out to Alexandra G, an icon for 5 memberships.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're
and
welcome.
A fake rose. All right, guys. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm so ready for this. Mike Vollmer, Smokey Dad, it's Smokey in here. Welcome to the show. John Germain, all set. Randy, talking about In-N-Out in the chat. My favorite place. I love In-N-Out Burger so freaking much. Steven, nice to see you, my friend. Oval, what's up? Shout out to Chump Change for the raid. We have Alex O'Crypto, the Otter Gang in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bruce, nice to see you, my friend. Who else we have in the chat? Mike Vollmer, I think I said hello to. Sawtooth, hello, my friends. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Tom Allen, Automatic Beats, Doge Bull. Doge Bull is so awesome. Shout out to Sean. I'm going to drink some water in honor of Sean. Hold on. Oh, sheesh, you're giving me 10 chilies, my friend. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. You gave me a heart me before. What a beautiful sunrise in California. Thanks to me. Aw, that's so sweet. Ben, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. We have Lights F. Hello, said hype in the chat. Let's pump it up. Armani.
Good morning, crypto fam. Yeah.
Yay! You're in the chat for Armani. Thank you for the $2, bro. Shout out to you. You're awesome, Armani. I love Armani. Whenever he comes in the chat, I feel the Yar energy, the Yaragy, you know? I love it. I love it. Nismo, good morning to you, my friend. Pumping iron to pamp the markets. And I think Dave Digital, too, but I don't know if Dave Digital is in here yet. We got Steve. Who else? Boo. Oh, M2. John Legend. Welcome to the show. John Foster. Shout out to Emma Foster, too. I don't know if she's still in the car or she's at school, but tell her I said hello. Crimson and his wifey and his girlfriend, all hello, welcome. Chris Hanley, Lazarus, Rob C, Doctor in the chat, Andy S, Mellow Fellow, No BS, nice to see you. MK, always good to see you. We have Naren, 2 days without you, oof. Oh gosh, you're fun. I feel the oof. I definitely feel the oof. I definitely needed the stream. I needed to talk to people that understand me after this weekend. Who else? Joe Harvey, hello. Who else is in the chat? There's so many people here. I'm definitely missing a lot of people. Randy A is here. All right, I think I got majority of people, and if I didn't, Black Hat, nice to see you. And if I didn't get to you and you need me to say hello because I want to say hello to everybody that I could, then please yell at me in the chat and let me know that I missed you and I'm horrible. We also have Mr. Yi that's been a top-notch zesty friend for 11 months. It said, good morning, you're still my favorite part of the day. Aww. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being a top-notch zesty friend. Top-notch zesty friends are always appreciated. And we love the membership-ry. So again, thank you, Alexandra G, for blessing some people with membership-ry before. I appreciate it. Throw a sheesh emoji in there. Hello, Dave P. Nice to see you. We're going to get into the news. The news isn't that top-notch zesty today, I'm gonna admit, but I know we're gonna hit 150 viewers. I know we're gonna hit 150 likes. We're gonna pamp this sheesh up. Right, No G? Right, Tim? Right, everybody in that beautiful chat. You guys are amazing, dropping all the sheeshes you can. Now, we're gonna start off and we're gonna talk about one of our favorite spots, man. One of our favorite spots. That's so amazing.
China.
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 Well, listen, man. China is all about controlling the economy and making sure that nobody could do anything without their permission. We see that when the market in China experiences some turbulence, that they tend to do a lot of freaky things. And in the past few years, we've seen the Chinese government tell the banks what to buy and sell to prop up the market. When, again, if it's a free market, how could you tell the banks what to do unless you're in control of all the banks, which we are well aware that they do. We see here that they're also restricting shares lending right now. So let's dive into this. The Chinese securities regulator, the SFC, or the CSRC, the Chinese Security Regulation Commission, because we're going to talk about the SFC in a moment as well, announced its WeChat account. It will suspend the lending of restricted shares starting January 29th. And you notice how all of these announcements go through WeChat. Restricted shares are subject to certain sale and transfer restrictions. They're often imposed for corporate governance policies or as part of an employee compensation plan, therefore limiting their sale. However, it can be lent for traders engaging in derivatives contracts, including short selling. As per their statement, their rules are intended to highlight fairness and reasonableness, reduce the efficiency of securities lending, and restrict the advantages of institutions in the use of information and tools, giving all types of investors more time to digest market information and creating a fair market order. They've been weighing on limited capital inflows. We see that they stopped lending stocks to retail investors and raised margin requirements on January 22nd as a result of window guidance from regulators. These other initiative took place in October, where they disclosed rules for hedge funds, restricted shares lending by strategic investors, and increased supervision of arbitrage activity. They're saying that they have been facing significant challenges, but they do have the digital yuan, which we talk about quite often. We know that this is ridiculous. That we know that China has been struggling in the market, especially because they keep trying to tank whatever they can't control. We know that they've been having some turbulence in the gaming sector because they were worried that people were going to cash out their digital currencies for the yuan, which, again, it's an economy that they cannot control. Thus, they don't want it. They also see that, of course, there's some market stuff going on. Maybe people are making money, maybe they're short selling, and they don't want anybody to have any control over what they do. They know that they want to highlight fairness and reasonableness, reduce the efficiency of securities lending. Guys, come on. What's the real reason for the whole thing? It's because something's not going their way. Just like they're coming after, out of all things, Floki. Their Securities and Futures Commission, the SFC, is saying that Floki, their staking program, is unauthorized. Now, if you guys don't know what staking is, basically staking is where you are able to put your crypto in one spot and earn some rewards from it. And you're able to put your coins in a pool, keep your coins there. They give you some extra cash. And this is, of course, risky depending on where you're doing it. You always have to be careful of it. And especially if you are staking on basically a centralized exchange as well, I'd be highly skeptical of it because, again, once you put your coin somewhere, you lock it in, or you put your crypto staking on a centralized exchange as well, even though most of the time you could pull that out whenever, it's still out of your control. And once you don't have control of your crypto, you don't own it anymore. So it's always a risky play. However, the SFC is flagging Floki as unauthorized. Hong Kong SFC cautioned the public about potentially risky investment products called Floki staking program and TokenFi staking programs, and both are affiliated with Floki. According to the SFC, these products offer staking services and claim to deliver annualized returns from 30 to 100% or more. However, the watchdog emphasized that neither have received authorization for public sale in Hong Kong. We see that there was a space here from Floki, and they did address some things here. They said, well, they were unable to provide specifics about their discussions with China. They clarified that it collaborated with a marketing agency to initiate the staking program in their promotions. The agency secured media space, and the Floki team believed it received approval. However, they said that they could not speak on whether the marketing campaign would continue. They assured its investors it would go through all the appropriate channels. The SFC highlights that the information is available to the Hong Kong public. They also cautioned investors about staking deals. And they also want to emphasize their commitment to enforcing regulatory standards and, quote unquote, protecting investors. Now, let's listen to that last line. Protecting investors. I'm from the government and I'm here to help, which is, again, one of the most horrifying things you can ever hear. And if China's saying it, you know it's not true. And the same thing happens in America quite often. Oh, we're the government. We're here to help. Yet at every single turn, they don't. And they leave us in the dust. The SFC, of course, they know they cannot control Floki. It's a global little ecosystem that they have going on here. They squeeze themselves in Floki. I'm surprised they even were able to manage to get some media space before the SFC even caught that and started freaking out, which is exactly what they did. They were like, oh no, something we can't control. We got to stop it now. The SFC is tyrannical, China is tyrannical, and the fact that they even tell you they want to help protect investors. All right, let's go back to how people could invest in China. You have to have a certain net worth, which how can you acquire a certain net worth in a country that controls every single thing that happens? And on top of that, you have to take a test to prove your knowledge, which again, how can someone prove that you are knowledgeable or not through some sort of test? And could they just easily fail you if they don't like you? Of course they could, because this is a tyrannical ecosystem. And even the games, every TV show that airs there has to abide by their socialist and communist views. The SFC's conversation is not over because not only are they coming after Floki, they're flagging it, but they're also trying to push their first spot Bitcoin ETF application in Hong Kong. We see here they received their first spot Bitcoin ETF application from Harvest Hong Kong. This is one of the largest fund managers, and they submitted a post or a spot Bitcoin ETF application to the SFC. They reported that the regulatory body is actively working to expedite the process for approvals of the ETFs in the country to launch the first Hong Kong spot Bitcoin ETF after the Chinese New Year on February 10th. According to the report, they may follow a similar approach to the US SEC and approve multiple at the same time. On January 19th, at least 10 financial institutions in the country are actively working to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, and this includes Venture Smart Financial Holdings, and several crypto companies have launched futures-based ETFs in Hong Kong as well. And we also see Samsung has their own Samsung Bitcoin futures ETF as well. Now, here's the thing. What side are you on, China? We never know, because one day they're pro-crypto. Let's bring the cryptos. And then let's bring the ETFs. But no Floki, no real Bitcoin. Here's the thing, guys. They say that maybe some retail will be able to touch these ETFs. Do you believe them? No, because it's only who they select that's able to trade. Nothing out of this country, out of Hong Kong, out of anything related to this economy is believable. That's why people that listen to this are like so bullish because China this and China that. Why would you want to be bullish on a country that doesn't have any sort of fair ideals and freedom at all? There's no one that's going to be able to invest in this unless they let them. And who knows what kind of numbers they're able to make up and manipulate here. So that's just my thing. They could launch whatever ETF they want, but is it really launched? Are there really people able to trade it besides the government themselves? Like, this is all speculation as far as I'm concerned. And I doubt that there's any sort of way that people are able to indulge in Bitcoin. Now, the thing is as well, we know the overarching goal of the ETFs anyway, whether it's in China, Europe, the United States, is for you to think that Bitcoin is strictly an investment vehicle. That TradFi, retail, FOMO in and buy the Bitcoin ETF, except you don't actually own Bitcoin. You sell the ETF, you get cash. There's no way for you to get actual Bitcoin through the ETF exposure. Now, we want to make sure we can actually buy Bitcoin, so that way we could take self-custody, be our own bank, and be able to perform peer-to-peer payments without censorship or any intermediaries in between. We know what side of history we want to be on, and we know why Operation Choke Point happened in 2023 and 2022, all because they don't want you to be able to buy crypto. They want to limit you as much as they can, so that way you think that the only way you can buy crypto or get exposure is through the ETFs. We know this isn't true, and this is why we're here, we're educated, and we're spreading that word about what it means to be in crypto and how important it is to take self-custody. I don't know, guys. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried because I was even at a family reunion over the weekend, and let me tell you, people are just walking through life, not thinking about a lot of stuff. And I try to talk about some of this Bitcoin stuff. No one wanted a part of it. Not that anyone even wanted to ask me, but, there were a few conversations I've had, and they were like, the things that are going on with the banks. And then once I brought up crypto, they were like, oh, no, I got to go walk away now. So, there's a lot of people that really aren't thinking about the banks. What if they shut down? Like, I have family members telling me cash is going to be obsolete. But what are you going to do to make sure you're protected once cash goes obsolete? Once the bank starts shutting down, what if your bank shuts down? You have to be able to protect yourself. And that's where people just get all lost in the sauce because they can't picture a bank not being there because it's a generational wheel that we really have to break. Where generations, we've been having the banks hold our hands. Don't worry, the bank will always be there for you. Don't worry. But they're not here for you. There's no reserves. They're over-leveraged. They're insolvent. That's a major part of the 5 bank failures we had last year. You think that they're not still insolvent? There's many banks that aren't still in trouble. Of course they are. We just read an article a few days ago on the show that regional banks had a disgusting fourth quarter in 2023, and they're all struggling. This will continue to happen. Banks will continue to fail. And then we'll be left with the top 4, then the top 3, then the top 2, and then the one that's left. And by that time, they'll have the digital dollar, they'll roll it out, and they'll corner every single person. But not if we get in the way first. Not if we keep educating people now and letting people know that there's another solution. That cryptocurrency, no one can take it from you. No one can keep devaluing your currency by continuing to print and print and print. And not only is there physical money printing, but there's digital money printing. And how can we track that? We can't. Because there's no transparency in the traditional financial system. But there's endless transparency in Bitcoin. You know every single transaction is on the blockchain. It's an open book. You know that there's going to be a finite supply, a cap supply of 21 million Bitcoin. And the amount that gets dispersed gets cut in half every 4 years. This is critical, and it's something that people need to learn ASAP. Before it's too late. And this is unfortunate that a lot of people wait until their daily lives are affected for them to do something. It's wrong. People need to start taking initiatives and have a different mindset to get ahead of something and learn before you get cut off. It triggers people when you bring up bank failures because they can't conceptualize it. We don't realize how ahead we are in this conversation. Keep spreading that word. Keep spreading adoption. This is what's important. And unfortunately, it's going to take another few bank collapses. It might take until Bitcoin reaches 200K for the masses to realize that something is wrong, that things need to change. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now we're going to talk about Stellar Foundation because Stellar, it's a little forky fork of Ripple, which, we see here that they had a little bit of an issue as they were trying to add smart contracts to their platform to give them the ability to have some decentralized application, but apparently there was a bug in the upgraded software. So I have my miners in the chat, my beautiful technological innovators in the chat. Please let me know your thoughts on this and how you feel. The Stellar blockchain is likely to delay its much anticipated upgrade to add Ethereum-style smart contracts after a bug was found that prompted developers and validators behind the project to reconsider their January 30th target date. They support blockchain ecosystem and found a bug on Stellar Core V2 20.1.0 software. According to a draft blog post shared with CoinDesk on Saturday, this could theoretically affect applications and services on the new smart contract transactions once the upgrade goes through. They decided that the bug posed little risk given the phased rollout plan, but after robust feedback, the foundation is now planning to disarm its own validators to prevent them from voting to upgrade the network on January 30th. Other validators could still choose to push ahead, but an SDF representative told CoinDesk that they have now had some people that communicated they are ready to disarm this. Again, there's a lot of things going on with these blockchains. They want to add some things on there to add more interoperability, get more activity on their blockchain, which 100% I'm there for. However, it's got to be right and done right. They said, it's wild to me that some people were like, the Stellar Development Foundation was like, oh, there's like, some little risks there. It's not that big of a deal. And they wanted to push through. But then they had the masses and the developers come in and say, hey, bro, this cannot happen. Which I think it's kind of wild that they even said that they would even push ahead with it because it would pose such little risk. It's ridiculous. We need to make sure that if things are going to be pushed through, that it's 100%. We've seen so many hacks in this space just because of the carelessness of these people.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
How much BTC can I get for my fuzzy cow? Asking for a friend.
No, God!
So that's my thing, guys. If something's going to get put out, it should be 100%. And I appreciate the developers that went to the Stellar Development Foundation and said, hey, bro, this isn't ready. Let's take a step back. That's crucial. Wild. Christopher, what's the news on Coinbase? The Coinbase SEC thing, I don't know if there's too many pieces of news here, but basically they're just going back and forth over what's right, what's wrong, and all this crazy stuff. But yeah, it's not anything too new. They're just saying what they think is a security, what's not. They want to take away the regulation by enforcement approach, all that good stuff. So it's really nothing new. I don't have anything new. The latest articles are only from like 2-3 days ago. And we kind of covered all that. That's great. They listen to the people and developers. I agree. Let's talk about Bitcoin, man. Let's talk about the crypto market freaking overview. Like I said, the news isn't too spicy today, and obviously the sentiment is being shown here throughout the market. We see here with the little market recap. We got a sea of red, not what we want to see, but Monero is doing pretty well today. So maybe if you guys want me to check out that chart, y'all let me know. But yeah, we have some things that are doing pretty good today. Doge is doing pretty good. So let's just dive in. We do know that Bitcoin is $41,957 today, down 0.17%. Dude, man, I was watching this and I was like, oh, come on, let's hold 42.5. We could not do it this morning. Though we do have a green dot that's pushing that momentum up. The VWAP is just not looking cool. And also we do have the RSI, man, that pushed and tapped this 50 neutral line exactly and took a dip down. Now, I do want to see us go a little bit more bullish, pick up that momentum. But as you guys can see, like the money flow, the volume, it's really just not that significant, honestly. We need to get some movement out here in the markets. I know Mondays are usually a little volatile, not the best day to trade if you're one of those day traders and such, which is highly stressful, and I commend anybody that does it successfully. Man, it's just wild what's going on. I know you guys are definitely smashing these likes.
Why don't you like
And subscribe and share this video. We do see that there is some news here because Bitcoin whales are boosting their coin stash by $3 billion. We see that they have accumulated around $3 billion worth of Bitcoin in the last month. The Bitcoin held in wallets owning over 1,000 Bitcoin has increased roughly by 76,000 Bitcoin, nearly 7.8 million BTC. The leading crypto began the month positively, and we do see that it did hit 38.5 last week as Grayscale took some profits. We see that there's a lot of market movement happening here, and the whale activity with this blue line is picking up for sure. And we've been seeing, regardless of when the price started running up, that people were accumulating like madness the past few months prior to the ETF approval. And especially when we started to kick off past 20K. There was huge accumulations here. So you guys should watch the whale alerts and everything. But as for the daily, again, same stuff kind of still applies. We want to make sure we're above 41.4, 41.5. Ideally, we want to hit that 43.8 and see what happens there. We do have the weekly. The weekly, what a dramatic week last week. We had a high last week of 42.8. We had a low of around 38.5. Now, we do see here that the VWAP is making a sharp turn upwards, which I kind of enjoy, but this red dot is bringing our momentum down. And we also see here that we were overbought on the weekly, and now it seems like we're cooling off quite a bit. Now, could we continue to pick up steam? I could hope so. But at the end of the day, we're still staying vigilant, watching for this 41.5, 41.4 to stay above it. And again, we want to target that 43.8. So we'll be watching. We'll be seeing what happens and seeing the TA continues to be respected. We'll look at Ethereum too. $2,246, down about 0.5%. Oh, man. I don't know. We have a green dot that's picking up the momentum, but the VWAP isn't too spicy. Green money flow, meh. The RSI below neutral in a bearish territory right now. So as for, it's giving me sideways. It's not giving the most positive thing in the world, but I do see some hope here. However, again, levels that are in play are still 21.20. Still looking to maybe form a nice support at 23.40. I'm telling you guys, 23.40 is a magical number, and it causes mayhem whenever it's crossed. Going upwards, a nice push to 26.13. But when you break below it confidently, you're struggling with that 23.40. And again, 21.20 could come back into play. Hopefully not. We do have the weekly. Since we started off a new week, we're going to start off a new month in a few days, which hype for February. My birth month. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes. Do we have 100 likes already? Is that a thing? Oh, poop. No, we don't. Make sure you guys smash these likes. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Now, we do see that we have 21.20 again, that we have been tapping for at least since November. Just kind of wild, almost every week with the exception of 3 or 4 that we've been dealing with it. Red dot, meh. Just everything meh. I'm going to say, like the VWAP down, the RSI not looking too snazzy. She almost went overbought, which would have been really interesting to see, but it seems like it cooled off with that kind of momentum there. I want to talk about Litecoin, the right coin, because I love Litecoin. $67.07, down 1.89%. No! Green dot pulling our momentum up, but the VWAP sharply spiking downwards. The green money flow is happening, thankfully. Although the RSI is not looking too great, we're in the bearish zone. So again, $62 could come back into play. We could also maybe establish another support like it seems like we have done at $65. Seems like $65.50 has been defended here. And we saw that in the past where there was some defense around $64. So I'm looking to stay above 66, head towards $69 because it's zesty, and go to $71.47 for the sake of that beautiful, schnazzy 200-day SM frickin' A. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly, last week and the week before, we have rejected the 200-day SMA. Not good. Almost tested at $62. We were at $63, so that was like crazily close. We are starting the week off in the red. We have the money flow in the red, VWAP down, everything just kind of wrecked on the weekly. And even looking here at the RSI, just kind of not picking up in momentum here. So again, I'm looking at $62 Litecoin. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I want $69 now. Pimp it!
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
If you guys have the chartery requests, please put them in the chat. I really want to take them. I want to go off. I want to have a good time, and I want to share that love, zest, and positivity with every single person that enters this freaking chat. And if you guys have some questions, I will cover that as well. Dogecoin, because we're woof-woof. We have Doge that's over 8 cents today. Yay! Yay! Woohoo! Woohoo! We're up 1.4%. Doge is killing the freaking game today, despite having some questionable things going on here. Red dot with the momentum down, red money flow, which means that the money flow is not coming in this as much as we would like. Also, the VWAP, this little yellow wave, not doing too good. But we do have the RSI that could be giving us some hope, because we kind of have been teetering around our 50 line right here, our neutral line, and we're kind of bouncing, which is really nice and a nice confident move, which could have inspired our little chart to keep popping off, right? So we do have that 8 cents that we wanted to crack and go above, which we're above ever so slightly. I want to look at 0.086 cents. That's where I really would like to establish the support. And guys, you know my heart is warm and fuzzy at 9.5 Doge, because that could push us to 10. Now, also, we have this 200-day SMA that's still in question here. We've been defending it like madness the past few weeks. Now, again, it could still come into play, so make sure you're vigilant. On the daily, again, teetering at 8 cents, struggling to really hold it. 200-day SMA, again, still in question at about 7.5 cents, just under. I want that over 8.5 cents. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you there for the little market recapo. Monero for you. Yes, M2 for you. For you, I will Monero. Michael, what's up, Michael? Shout out to you. King, I don't really think that has an effect, honestly. Wyckoff, what's up? What's up, Wyckoff? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like there's some beef on TikTok. Emma, can you clear this up? I don't know what's going on here. All right, so let's take a look here at Monero, my little XMRs. Shout out to Cake Wallet. You could buy, store, and spend your Monero on their platform through CakePay. So please look at Cake Wallet. Check out CakePay. It's absolutely freaking amazing, and I love them so much. So let's take a look at what's going on here with Monero. Now, Monero is having a freaking day, let me tell you. $167.88. Man, the FOMO might kick in for the Monero-topias and all these beautiful people that love Monero. Guys, freaking red dot brought us down with the momentum. People got scared. They got worried. They're like, oh, no. And then we pushed that green dot, got a green light. Momentum has been pushing, VWAP pushing, money flow going good. We see the RSI has taken off right out of that bearish zone, going full bullish. Maybe we'll hit that overbought, because this is such a zoom up from Monero, because we know we've been struggling with this $145 pretty much since January of 2022. Always, having some price movement, but ultimately really always coming back to this level. Price movement has been like really difficult for Monero, but now we see that we have kind of established a support to a degree at $145, pushed through the 200-day SMA that was at $158, and now pushing up. Like, when you push through the 200-day SMA confidently, it could give you a higher probability of good price action, which we're seeing pretty much. I mean, from the 200-day SMA itself, we're up a cool 6%, so that's really nice. And we, again, want to revisit this level, 175, establish a support, because we were kind of rejecting it here. And again, not really confident, especially when we push through to 185, coming back to 175, not confident at all. So ideally, bullishly, establish a support at 175. Bearishly, fall through that 200-day SMA and return at 145. Those are the two major levels I'm watching. Be aware, stay vigilant, and always stay zesty. You guys know the vibe. Let's see. You guys have anything else? Number go up. Who knows, dude? We don't know the truth. We don't know the truth, bro. Let me see. Do we have any other requests in the chat? Boo, 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 boo. I see you with the blue sapphire, blue coin, please. This is actually tanzanite, but not blue sapphire, but it looks similar. Litecoin to 420. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. 1 USDT. If this is a new coin, I won't be able to do it, but I'm going to take a gander for you. Okay, 1 USDT. Okay. Oh, this is Harmony. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds for Randy, THX Matty.
Lucy in the sky shine with diamonds. All right. You guys are freaking funny. Here, I'll give you a piano, Maddie B.
The sound check.
Baby, it's a sound check.
I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself?
That is awesome. Thank you, Piano Maddie B, for the sound check. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to take a look at Harmony right now. Harmony is below the levels we were actually watching, which is pretty interesting. So we're gonna talk about where it's currently at and where we really stand with her, where we really stand. Here we go. We got Harmony 1 USD via Binance. We have 1.5 cents, up 5.42%. Oh, poop, wrong button. I was like, why is my screen not switching? This is weird. So here we go. We got that green dot, a lot of Christmas tree action, as I like to say, but we do have some green dots that are freshly printed here from the 25th of January, pushing us up. We also have that green money flow that was kind of tentative, like, what's going to happen there? But the VWAP is coming up. It seems like there was a little bit of exhaustion here with the selling, and the pressure was relieved, I guess, a little bit for it to start moving up, especially with that RSI. So hoping for that neutral 50 line to hit. We're above the 200-day SMA, defended it here on November 22nd around, and have been continuing to pamp it up. Now, the thing is, we are still really close to it, so I'm not too confident. I want to make sure we're above this 200-day SMA for a long, nice time and get far, far away from it. It was defended. We almost tapped it here on January 23rd. Seems like the buyers are like, heck no, bro. So we're kind of lingering around this 1.5 cents. Ideally, I would like to conquer this 0.0178, establish a support, maybe go have a test or go looky at 0.0188. But again, if we reject this 200-day SMA, then I'm, again, looking to establish support at a penny, 0.01089 about. Since, again, this is scary levels that we haven't seen since October, and then previous to that was June of 2023, and then this level dates back all the way here as well to 2020 and 2019. So I would try my best to avoid that. Hopefully it does. Shout out to Moon. Thank you again for the super chat. That was funny. Pickaboo, I see you, Pickaboo, I see you. David Lee, more Beatles. Sound check. Sack Nasty, nice to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Moon, I just want her to leave NYC. Man, I want to get out of here so bad. It's ridiculous. Every single day, there's like another sign for me to get out of here, and it's just like, it's difficult, man. Sack Nasty said Arweave. Let me see. What's the ticker? So, like, I feel like all the time I'm like, oh, the tickers. I think I got it, actually. Is OKX a good spot? I think it might be a good spot. Let me just, like, I'm going to go travel around right here. Are we... what's the best exchange? I want to get all the data I could. I just don't think there's a lot of data here. I see Qcoin. Maybe... yes. I remember I was doing this on MEXC. That's where the juice was. Okay. This is where the spicy information lies, is on the MEXCs. Okay. I got you, fam. I freaking got you with the R-weaves. All right. $8.73, down 0.25%. Christmas tree action upon here. We have a freshly printed red dot, and that's not cool. We also have the VWAP that's spiking downwards, money flow that's curving in the wrong way. We love curvatures on this channel, but only the appropriate and right curvatures. The RSI isn't looking too hot. We see that we're below that neutral zone, bearish. So I would be looking to establish support at this $8.73. It's not bad that we're really here, but let's establish support. Because again, if we go down all the way here to $7.33, we could establish support there, and it might be a nice confident move to move back up. However, neutral, close here. Bearish, $7.32. Bullish, maybe retest this $10.69 or 66 cents, because it's been a major rejection point in the past as well. So I would stay vigilant with these levels. Critical stuff going on with the R weaves. Yes, Meninja, curvatures are important. Curvatures, we need appropriate and proper curvature. Stay safe. Thank you. I try. Can you check out Flare? Axio said, sure. G Money said, Randy's crypto world. You're funny. Thank you. Okay, what was that again? Flare. Oh, wow, she's so tiny. Yeah, I'm not. We love you in the gym. Thank you. I try. I go to the gym all the time. I was so sore. I went to the gym over the weekend, and then I had to go to this thing yesterday, and I was like, oh, my God, I couldn't even sit. It was so hard. Okay. Leg day really kills you, man. Leg day is lethal. So, Flare, man. There's like nothing going on here on Coinbase, so I want to find a different spot for you. Yeah, I don't really have much data on it. Here, yeah, I don't know if I could really do this one, but I could do like a little peek for you since it's not like, yeah, okay, hey, hold on. 2 major levels I would look for is making sure the support remains established at 0.017 cents, and then testing maybe that 0.023, grain dot printed, have some nice things going on here, but again, it's too new, not enough data. This is really the only highlighted level that I see here is this 0.017, and then retesting this. Otherwise, I really don't have anything for you. Apologies. I just need more data, man. I need more data. Is Des in the chat? Hello. MTC clean, only 1 new imposter added. Looking good. Thank you, Des. I appreciate that. Shout out to Des. Shout out to Ben for always looking out for my imposters and reporting to me when I have all these people trying to fake me out, man. Me1, good morning. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hello. Tanzania is where Tanzanite is for escape. Yep. Tanzania is freaking cool. Digi, where would I like to live? Hashtag GTFO NYC is definitely a hashtag that started. So let's raise hashtag GTFO NYC in the chat. Hashtag GTFO NYC. So yeah, I want to go somewhere. Texas, Florida, primarily. Maybe one of the Carolinas I've been looking at. So definitely anywhere that has more freedom than New York. It just really sucks. And I want to go, but part of me doesn't. Part of me does. It's just every time I walk out my house, I'm like, yeah, I need to get out of here. And I'm constantly reminded that it's not the same place I grew up in, and it's rapidly changing in a way that I'm not as confident going out as I was. And I never really thought it would get to that point here, because this is just a beautiful place in a beautiful neighborhood that I live in, and it's just not the same. So I'm just hoping for the best. And outside U.S., probably the only, I don't know I don't know about outside the U.S. yet. I don't know if we're ready for that. But definitely want to make sure we're out of New York and in somewhere that's just better and better quality everything. And I just feel like we're getting just struck left and right. Costa Rica is beautiful. Panama City is beautiful. David from X. But yeah, just a lot of stuff going on, man. And yeah, so besides the imposters and stuff, I also want to talk about for a moment, I'm going to mention it here because a lot of people have been asking me about it. So on Friday, make sure you guys are smashing these likes. So on Friday, I woke up at so it's technically Saturday, if you want to get technical about it. But so basically, Saturday morning, 1 a.m., there was around 1 a.m., 1:19, there was a tweet that went up on my account. And it was not me. I did get compromised over the weekend on Friday. So, well, Friday night, Saturday morning, whatever. So I woke up at around 1:30. I caught it really early. There was a tweet that went up for a $750 ETH giveaway. Now, I want to, I could show you maybe, I don't have the screenshots on my computer, poop. Anyway, so there was a $750 giveaway that they said early birthday giveaway. So I know whoever did that is watching right now. This is something that was strategically freaking done. They put up early birthday giveaway, but there was no comments allowed, and they wanted you to click a link that looked like missteencrypto.com, that if you pressed it, but if you actually go to my website, you know what my website looks like. You go to my website, there is no anything that asks you to connect any wallet or anything like that. Now, when you clicked on that link, it brought you to not missteencrypto.com. If you looked at the URL, it brought you to missteengiveaways.com. And they tried to make this whole thing creator verified, and you connect a wallet to enter this giveaway. No real giveaway website will ever ask you to enter your or connect your wallet. That's bad. 2, I would never, ever ask you to connect your wallet to anything besides something official that is from somebody else, right? Like I would say, okay, go on this person's Twitter verified account and go click through there. So I just thought this was pretty wild and everything like that. So, all right, hold on. I think I got some screenshots here. So again, I would never ask you for money. I would never ask for recovery phases. I would never ask for anything of that sort. So we have right here, if you clicked it, it said missteencryptogiveaway.com, creator identity verified, early birthday giveaway. They wanted you to connect your wallet through here. And then this was the post. So they try to make it look like missteencrypto.com, but when you clicked on it again, it said missteencryptogiveaway.com. So right off the bat, no. And then they tried to push something else. So we were tweet battling for 2-3 hours. So this was from 1:30 to like 4:20, cool number, but bad amount of hours to battle these people. It was back and forth. I was tweeting, they were tweeting, deleting my tweets. They actually deleted my 20th birthday tweet that had thousands of likes, thousands of everything, deleted it. Which if all that came out of this was a deleted tweet, I'm fine with it. But I was still tweeting, my X account is compromised, and then they tried to take advantage of that and say that they were creating a petition for X and for a graduation day 3.0 NFT as a reward. So this is, again, somebody that knew me, somebody that knew how to maybe get some attention from the community. I was deleting them as they were coming out. I fixed the problem. My Lord. So very disappointing, very sad, but I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you to do anything of the sort to compromise you. And if you know my giveaways, you know that I don't ask for any links. I only ask you to like, retweet, and comment. So there's no way for you to have any sort of issue. Whoever did this, I'm sorry you felt that you had to do it. I'm sorry you felt like you had to take advantage of my community to try to get some money. If you needed the money, I understand, bro. But it's not right. And the moral compass was not there. So I do have access to my account. I wouldn't worry anymore. So we're all right. It was very stressful. My life flashed before my freaking eyes. But at least I was able to figure it out and everything like that. So, yeah, that was scary and everything like that. But, yeah, wild. We were just battling hackers. It was one of the craziest things that had probably ever happened.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, my ninja. But, yeah, there's a ton of crazy stuff. If you get that, you know who to give it to immediately. What would happen if I get what? Oh, hello, Mrs. Crimson. Hello. But yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. But I wanted to talk about that for a brief moment. Everything's okay. It was just, it was an emotional 3 freaking hours in the middle of the night. And these people thought I would be asleep. They waited for a certain time. They waited. And they thought I would be out being a degenerate or I'd be sleeping. And we caught you. Freaking caught you. So yeah, horrible, absolutely horrible. It's okay though. What's my crypto described? What's my thoughts on ETH versus SOL debate? I really don't have any thoughts because ETH has its issues and so does Solana. Solana's highly centralized. The devs always got to fix it. The amount of failures it's had is too much for me. And if I have something worth millions of dollars, real estate deeds or anything related to the sort, I don't want it to be compromised or be able to go there one day and realize I can't move it because their blockchain is down. The devs need to fix it. So for me, absolutely not. Again, never financial advice. Buy, sell, do whatever the hell you want. But also Ethereum has its issues. It's pricing people out. It's kind of slow during the bull market. And it has some scaling issues, especially with the payouts, and even the move to proof of stake really didn't fix anything. I think it made a lot of issues, maybe a little worse with the queue and things like that, and the validator. So I think ETH has a lot of problems, but it's the first one. It's the test net for essentially the rest of crypto. So I give ETH a lot of props, but I think there's something that could come out today, come out tomorrow, that could easily just wipe them all out and have better technology. So I'm always open to new technology. Yeah, so good morning, Dakota Alt Account, Date Digital. Good morning, every freaking one. You guys are beautiful. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you to everybody that in that little middle of the night scare with the hack that you guys were sharing this out, and shout out to everyone that was like sending to chats and letting people know. Oh, wild, absolutely wild. Dutchland is my favorite city in Amsterdam. I heard Amsterdam is cool. What's going on in the chat? You guys have any questions? I will take them. Swash said scam artist. Yes, definitely Gary Gensler in there.
Fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
What's up, Mark Dutch? Luda Ping in the chat. Hello, hello. Who else is in the chat? Crypto Allah, Jose. My spam mail is full of crypto scams. Absolutely. The emails, the texts, everything. They're everywhere. Juice Toes, why do people fall for these? I don't know. And it's also because they trusted me and they thought it was really me. And it's just horrible. And it was so freaking stressful. And I just couldn't believe what was going on there. It was horrible. Let me see. Is there any other? I don't know if I missed any coin requests or whatever, because I totally got sidetracked. War Player said scum. Absolutely, I agree. Lazarus said the SEC did it. Listen, I had more security than the SEC. I had 2 FA on, and this still happened. So I don't really know what went down. But I do know that I fixed it. I fixed it. The 2FA has nothing to do with crypto, no. That you need to have 2FA on your wallet. I mean, some of them are hot wallets, you could have 2FA and stuff, but you don't need 2FA for crypto.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I don't know if this is fake love. Brothers T, thank you for continuing to teach people about the scams. Always, always, always. Always. Digi, Multiverse X has already achieved most of the fixes on Ethereum's roadmap. They need to work on the UX. It's beautiful, but still too techy. Yeah, I think Multiverse X has a lot of promise, and I love their app. So shout out to them. It's one of the best apps I've seen in Web3. So shout out to Multiverse X. Big fan. Yeah, I have a lot of questions about what happened. AB, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Aaron, what up? Nice to see everyone. Everyone's looking gorgeous. But yeah, there's a few blockchains that are out there that have promise. I know you guys are still talking about the ETH versus SOL debate. Yeah, there's plenty of things that are going on around the space, and I'm excited to see. But I'm never opposed to new technology. Never at all. We do have 9 more likes until 125. So I don't know. Should we pamp it? Pump it up. You got to pamp it up. Yep. Feels like everything and everyone can get hacked if they really want to. Yeah, I fully believe that. Even though the guy from Algorand is still hacked, the founder of Algorand or whatever.
$Euro X is on fire. King of Leon for marked THX Matty B.
No problem.
The sound check, baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check the sweet mic.
Why don't you check yours too?
Bing bong.
Thank you, Moon. I appreciate that. I appreciate the request. Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. The only acceptable vocals? No, Emma, no. We love the vocals out here. And I really have a lot of love for you guys. Again, thank you guys so much. I'm like emotional about like the whole situation that happened over the weekend. I didn't get a lot of sleep like that night, and then yesterday I had that family thing, so I didn't actually get in bed until like 11 something. I was like, oh my god, this is so past my bedtime. But we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do with adoption, and we're gonna get after. We're gonna get there. We're gonna continue to spread the word about what it means to be in crypto, about how important it is to be your own bank and not rely on anybody else but yourself. And I know this seems so scary to people. And I literally got called a conspiracy theorist again yesterday. Like, what? Over absolutely nothing. And what I said to the person that said that to me was, facts are facts. And if you don't look into anything and you don't check facts, then you'll never know what's going on. If you don't look into it, how are you going to find out? And then immediately, you'll walk away. Listen, you have to be able to open your eyes. And that's what I find so difficult, to comprehend how other people don't want to open their eyes. They don't want to know what's happening. They don't want to dive deep into how the system works. How can you walk around your whole life and not question who created the money? How does the system work? How does my food in the grocery store get to my plate? Or get to the grocery store?
Messi is the goat bing bong ditty boo.
Yes. Shout out to Messi. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yes, and Kanye said the right thing. Telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. Because no one cares to look into something until it affects their daily lives. There are people all over this country, majority of the country, over 90% of this country is in credit card debt, and it's the highest amount of debt that we've seen ever. People are struggling, and the people that are able to somehow live their everyday lives without getting affected will get affected soon. When your bank does not open, when they tell you cash is not allowed to be used, what are you going to do? When your magical bank app decides not to let you transact that day. This is what we need to educate people about, because it's happening already where they're limiting you on how much you can withdraw, what you can buy. If you want to go to the bank and get 10 grand, they will not give it to you because they do not have it. As soon as people realize that there's no proof of reserves on the banks, that the banks are taking your money, your identity, without your consent and using it for illicit activities while telling you that crypto is bad, they need to open their eyes. The same people that say crypto is bad are the biggest people in illicit finance. JP Morgan, Bank of America, the list goes on and on and on. The billions, trillions of dollars that have been fined over the last 25 freaking years. People are going to find out. And everybody that says crypto's for criminals, soon we're going to find out what kind of criminal activity they're really doing and who they really back. We already have a great idea about it. We're going to find out more because, like I said, 2024 is the year of truth. And on this channel, we talk about nothing but the truth. Like I said, facts are facts. And if you don't go looking for the facts and if you don't care about them, then you'll never know what's going on. Don't wait until something affects your daily life to do something about it. You're in control of your life. It doesn't matter. Friends, family, nobody is going to make it for you except for you. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your money. You have to take care of your life and your freedom, because the bank money eclipses all of it. Fiat money is the source of all corruption. And there are bad actors in every single space. But you know what? Crypto is one of the cleanest spaces out there because you know what? There's transparency. Every single transaction is on this blockchain. And if somebody wants to find out who's doing what, you could. And of course, we have our privacy tokens, because privacy is not just for criminals. Everybody's entitled to their privacy, to be able to know what they are doing and with themselves only. We have 3 inalienable rights as human beings: life, liberty, and property. That is priority, and that's what we should always promote. Live your life. Have that liberty. Be able to say what you want to say and own what you want to own. Not own nothing and be happy like the agenda is. We do not go with their agendas. We are done with their agendas. We are done with the multi-generational wheel. It's getting broken now. It's cracking. It's falling apart at the seams, and they know it. That's why the CBDCs are coming out. That's why they want to try to choke off crypto, but they know they cannot. It's impossible. Take this energy, take this message into the rest of the day. Keep calm. Hodl on. Be your own bank. Take your crypto off of the exchange. Put it in your wallet. If you enjoyed this show, you're ready to get after this week, smash the like. Subscribe to the channel and share the stream out with friends, because it's so important. I'm so passionate about this space, and I love every single person that takes part in this, supports the mission, not only for me, but for the entire world. I told people yesterday that I want to change the world, and we are very much capable of doing it. Is it a big ambition? Is it a bigger than life goal? Absolutely. But we're all a part of this together. Crypto is one of the only places, one of the only communities, one of the only movements we've seen in history that could unite the globe. Anyone, anywhere in the world, doesn't matter where you're from, what gender you are, your religion, your socioeconomic status, it does not matter. You're able to take part. You're able to own something. You're able to be your own bank and not be devalued at every single turn by people that you did not elect to do so.
You're welcome.
THX for sharing facts, young lady. You tell him.
Thanks, Moon. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. I really do. Thank you guys so much again. I know I went on a little rant there, but there's so many things that we need to do and so many things that my eyes were opened up to. Crimson, CG, Wifey Crimson, other Crimson. Much love to you guys. See you're all in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. I know that there's a little super fake rose. There it is.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Smash the like, subscribe. Share the stream out with friends. Let's get after it. Have an amazing week. Oh,
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
You've triumphed from the dark to the light. CL Zesty.
Thank you, M2.
0.200000000 LTC.
Thank you for the point two, M2. You're amazing. I love my Litecoins. Litecoins. Baby, it's a Litecoins. I'm gonna check my Litecoins in my wallet too. Why don't you like
and subscribe and share this video?
Have an amazing day. Like, subscribe, share. Stay zesty. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. Monday through Friday for change in the world. If you're going to change the world, if you're ready to change the world after this ends, comment yes. Comment the world is ours because it is. We are the people, we have strength, and we will never, ever give up. Have an amazing day. As always, stay zesty. Peace.